A few days ago, I received a message from someone born in the year of the pig. It went like this: I was born in the year of the pig. I wonder how my business will go this year. Right after reading that message, I paused for a moment. Because for those born in the year of the pig, this year is actually quite a difficult one. It falls into the second year of the Tam Tai cycle, which is considered the most challenging year out of the entire 3-year period. Issues related to financial losses, obstacles at work, and emotional instability can all happen at the same time. If I were to answer this through just a few lines in a text, it would be really hard to explain everything thoroughly. On top of that, I would need to break down each specific situation and explain how to restore balance to their fortune. That is when I realized this topic deserves a deeper, clearer explanation, and the best way to do that is with a dedicated video. And this is that video. If you were born in the year of the pig, listen carefully and try your best to watch all the way through. This is going to be very important for you. All right, let's get into the main part. But before we begin, take a few seconds to comment below the video and share your hopes and goals for the year 2026. Overview for people born in the year of the pig in 2026. Finances under pressure. According to traditional astrology and feng shui, 2026, the year of the fire horse, is a sensitive year for people born in the year of the pig. It is the second year of the Tam Tai cycle, snake, horse, goat, and in most traditions, the middle year is the most intense. Financial instability and work pressure tend to become more noticeable. From a 5 elements view, the pig belongs to water, while the fire horse represents fire. Water and fire clash, often creating what experts call a loss of financial direction. In the first half of 2026, many pigs may work hard without seeing clear results. Money comes and goes quickly, with opportunities often followed by sudden expenses. However, this is not a fully negative year. The key is understanding it correctly. 2026 is a true trial by fire. Financial success will not come from luck, but from discipline, persistence, and risk control. Most income for people born in the year of the pig will come from stable, full-time work rather than side hustles or speculation. A positive influence this year is the presence of the lucky star Nuyet Duk, known in astrology as a symbol of kindness and protection. This star indicates that, even during financially unstable moments, people born in the year of the pig are likely to receive timely help from others or discover unexpected solutions that help them avoid major losses. Looking at timing, fortune readings suggest that the second half of 2026, especially after the 10th lunar month, marks a more positive financial trend. The efforts put in during the earlier months will start to pay off. Cash flow becomes more stable, and the ability to save improves, as long as there is no rush to expand or take unnecessary risks. When we break things down by birth year, the financial outlook in 2026 varies depending on what stage of life each person is in. For those born in 1971, this is a phase where your foundation is relatively solid, work remains stable, and in some cases, things may even improve. However, income this year mostly comes from the effort you put in each day. If you work more, you earn more. But do not expect quick wins or high returns from risky investments. For those born in 1983, the year could feel more intense. Opportunities for promotion and increased income do exist and sometimes come unexpectedly, but they come with heavy responsibilities and higher workloads. Without clear thinking, it is easy to make emotionally driven spending decisions, especially during stressful periods. That is why people in this age group should be extra careful with their finances this year. For those born in 1995, 2026 might feel a bit more unstable. the environment around you changes rapidly. Constant comparison and pressure can make spending and investing habits more emotionally driven. The best advice for this group is to hold on to your money first. Do not rush into expansion or big plans if your financial base is still weak. For those born in 2007, this is the time to start learning how to manage your own finances. Unexpected money might come your way, but if you overspend or chase impulsive wants, it is easy to run into shortages later. This is a great year to learn how to budget and build discipline around money from an early age. For those born in 1959, overall finances are more stable and less prone to major swings. However, risks may come from smaller, easily overlooked things like paperwork, co-signing, or sophisticated scams. Just being a bit more cautious, avoiding signing things for others, or believing vague promises will help you maintain peace and financial safety this year. So, as you can see, people born in the year of the pig face different challenges depending on their age. But the common theme is that money can easily slip away if not well managed. At this point, the question is no longer whether this year is good or bad, but how we can move through it more smoothly, protect our money, and maintain stability. And that is what we are going to talk about next. How to avoid financial loss and stay balanced in 2026. Number 1. Protect your money first, then think about how to earn more. In years where cash flow can scatter easily, feng shui and astrology experts often agree on one rule: do not let your money fall into a passive position. For people born in the year of the pig, taking control of your finances from the very start of the year is the most important remedy. First, set up a clear emergency fund. Many financial experts and even feng shui consultants recommend setting aside around 20% of your income for unexpected situations like health issues, home repairs, or family responsibilities. When this fund is already in place, surprise expenses will not throw off your entire budget, and your emotional well-being will also be much more stable. At the same time, people born in the year of the pig should avoid high-risk investments this year. Anything that feels too new, unclear, or get-rich-quick usually carries high risk. Rather than chasing short-term gains, focus on your main job, familiar income sources, and areas where you already have experience. This will create a more sustainable and easier to manage cash flow. Another very important point: be cautious with lending money or financially guaranteeing others. In 2026, people born in the year of the pig may find themselves asked to help others financially. If lending or guaranteeing is done without proper documentation, it could lead to conflict or worse, taking on someone else's debt. Keeping clear financial boundaries is also a way to protect your own fortune. Also, control how much you spend on social situations. Expenses meant to impress others, please people, or driven by emotion are often the quiet leaks in your finances. When you know how to say no at the right time, your money will stay with you longer and your relationships can still stay balanced. Number 2. Pay attention to sensitive periods to avoid big losses. People born in the year of the pig should be extra cautious during specific lunar months. Based on astrological charts, the 2nd, 5th, and 8th lunar months often bring unexpected expenses. The 11th lunar month carries a higher risk of financial loss than usual. During these times, avoid making major financial decisions and be sure to double-check all bills, contracts, and documents related to money. Number 3. Adjust feng shui to stay balanced. Let us start with your wallet. In feng shui, your wallet is considered the container of financial energy, directly reflecting how money flows in your life. If your wallet is filled with old receipts, debt notes, or unrelated items, energy is said to get stuck and blocked. So keeping your wallet clean, organized, and only filled with essentials is believed to help money flow more smoothly. Lining up your cash neatly and facing the same direction symbolizes orderly wealth and reduces the chance of money coming in and going right back out. In your home, feng shui views the front door and main pathway as the entry and exit points for financial energy. If these areas are blocked, messy, or too dark, energy flow gets disrupted, which may lead to money draining away. Keeping this area clean, uncluttered, and well lit is one of the most basic ways to help wealth energy stay longer in your home. Also, money-related areas such as where you store financial papers, safes, or cash drawers should be placed in stable spots, away from the kitchen or bedroom. In feng shui, the kitchen has strong, active energy, while the bedroom carries deep, quiet energy. Neither supports stable wealth. Proper placement helps keep financial flow steady. Here is another feng shui tip, but do not overdo it. One symbolic item like a pai shu or a three-legged toad placed in the living room or on your desk is usually enough. These items are meant to protect and hold money, not attract quick wealth. Using too many can create chaotic energy and backfire. Feng shui also emphasizes fixing broken things in your home. Leaky pipes, stuck doors, or flickering lights are seen as signs of money leaking away. Repairing them is a simple yet effective way to prevent financial loss. In short, adjusting feng shui helps stabilize the flow of money. When wealth energy moves smoothly, losses decrease, allowing people born in the year of the pig to maintain a more balanced year. In conclusion, 2026 is not an especially lucky year for those born in the year of the pig, but there is no need to panic. By understanding this year's energy and applying these strategies, you can move through it calmly and confidently. If you were born in the year of the pig and still have questions or concerns about money, work, or life in 2026, feel free to leave them in the comments below. We will read them and create more videos that better match your needs. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.